EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check, crouch. Crouch. Check 31, check 31. Check. Fresno.
first carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Five. Rush in. Value three.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff on the run. He'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Watch the twins.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. 3rd and 3.
36. Let's get the ball.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Ravens nothing.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 34. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Listen.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
SOS. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under Maverick.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Slam.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Sal, you won. 12. 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson and an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And the Ravens first down.
Come on, set. Go to base. Give me his truck. Let's go. Kill.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Throwing is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. He's checking. Crash. Switch. Check nickel.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they just...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson throwing again. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Like 20. Double dog, that's the way.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Man left. 4 down, check.
Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Able to slither by. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the shit. Hey, it's the shit. Kill.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Rams 23, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, kill. Marlin. Back. Shift. Undercrush.
Throwing now. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.